Luis Ulacia was born on May 7, 1968, in Havana, Cuba, a city deeply connected to the country's rich baseball heritage. Growing up in a neighborhood where the sport was as ingrained as daily life, Ulacia's love for baseball began at a very young age. His father, a former amateur baseball player, encouraged him to pursue the game, and by the time he was old enough to join local youth leagues, it was clear that Ulacia had the potential to achieve greatness in the sport. Ulacia's athletic abilities were apparent from his earliest days, and his natural talent did not go unnoticed. He was a fast and powerful hitter, known for his ability to make solid contact with the ball. In Cuba, where the sport is highly competitive and well-developed, Ulacia stood out in youth leagues, earning recognition for his raw power and sharp instincts on the field. His early coaches saw in him a promising future, and by the age of 16, Ulacia was recruited to join Cuba's renowned national baseball academies. At the academy, Ulacia honed his skills, and it wasn't long before he was being touted as one of the country's brightest baseball prospects. He quickly advanced through the youth ranks, and his combination of speed, power, and strong defense made him a standout. It was during this period that he began to draw the attention of professional scouts within Cuba's National Series, which would soon become the stage for the next chapter in his baseball career. Rising through the ranks, early professional years. Luis Ulacia made his professional debut in the Cuban National Series, CNS, in 1986, joining the famed Havana Industriales at the age of 18. The Industriales, one of the most storied teams in Cuban baseball history, had a reputation for developing and nurturing some of the country's finest talent. Despite being a newcomer, Ulacia's skills quickly earned him a regular spot on the team's roster. His entry into the CNS was not without challenges, but his determination and raw talent allowed him to navigate the learning curve with success. As a young player, Ulacia was known for his powerful bat, which was capable of hitting both for average and power. His quick reflexes and sharp eye at the plate allowed him to stand out in a league filled with seasoned professionals. However, it was Ulacia's speed and ability to cover large areas of the outfield that truly distinguished him from other players. His defensive abilities, coupled with his offensive potential, made him a valuable asset to the Industriales. Ulacia's impact on the field was immediate, and he quickly gained a reputation as one of the most promising young players in the CNS. Over the next few seasons, he grew into a mainstay in the Industriales lineup, solidifying his place as one of the team's key contributors. His work ethic and commitment to improving his game made him a favorite among fans and a respected figure in Cuban baseball. Peak of career, dominating the Cuban National Series. Luis Ulacia's peak years in the Cuban National Series came in the 1990s, when he was at the height of his powers both offensively and defensively. His combination of power, speed, and defensive prowess made him one of the most feared all-around players in the league. Ulacia was a consistent force at the plate, regularly hitting for high averages while also contributing with impressive home run and RBI totals. His ability to perform under pressure made him a clutch hitter, and he played a vital role in many of the Industrials' most successful seasons. One of Ulacia's most memorable achievements came during the 1992 Cuban National Series, when he helped lead the Industriales to a national championship. Throughout the playoffs, Ulacia's performance was stellar. He showcased his power by hitting key home runs and drove in crucial runs at moments when his team needed him the most. His consistency in both the regular season and playoffs made him one of the standout players in the league during the 1990s. During this time, Ulacia was selected to represent Cuba in international competitions, where he further cemented his status as one of the country's premier players. His skill set and leadership on the field earned him spots on the Cuban national team, where he contributed to multiple international successes. Ulacia's ability to perform at the highest levels on both domestic and international stages demonstrated his versatility and elite talent. In addition to his offensive success, Ulacia was also regarded as one of the best outfielders in the CNS. His speed and strong arm allowed him to cover significant ground in the outfield, making spectacular catches and preventing extra base hits. His ability to combine elite defense with a potent bat made him one of the most well-rounded players in Cuban baseball history. Main achievements. Luis Ulacia's career is marked by numerous individual and team achievements, making him one of the most successful and admired players in Cuban baseball history. Some of his key accomplishments include Cuban National Series championships, 1992, 1994, 1997. Ulacia played an integral role in leading the Havana Industriales to 3 CNS championships during his career. His performance in both the regular season and playoffs helped establish him as a franchise player for the Industriales. Multiple All-Star selections. Ulacia was selected to the CNS All-Star team several times throughout his career. His consistent performance at both the plate and in the field earned him recognition as one of the league's top talents. Batting titles. Ulacia finished near the top of the CNS leaderboard in batting average, home runs, and RBIs in several seasons. His ability to consistently produce at the plate made him one of the league's most dangerous hitters. Gold Glove Awards. As a versatile outfielder, Ulacia's strong defense earned him multiple Gold Glove Awards. His ability to make exceptional plays in the field was a key part of his all-around game. International success. Ulacia was a regular member of the Cuban national team, representing his country in multiple international competitions, including the World Baseball Classic and the Pan American Games. His contributions helped Cuba maintain its status as a powerhouse in international baseball. Clutch performances. Ulacia was known for his ability to perform under pressure, particularly in key moments of the postseason. His clutch hitting and leadership made him a go-to player in critical situations. Last years and retirement. As Ulacia entered the latter stages of his career, his performance began to decline, as is typical in professional sports. By the early 2000s, his body had experienced the wear and tear that comes with a long and successful career, and he faced several injuries that limited his playing time. Despite these challenges, Ulacia remained a respected veteran in the Cuban National Series and continued to be a valuable presence on the field when healthy. In 2003, after nearly 2 decades of playing at the highest level, Ulacia decided to retire from professional baseball. His departure marked the end of an era for the Havana Industriales, as he had been one of the key pillars of the team for over a decade. Following his retirement, Ulacia transitioned into coaching, working with younger players and mentoring the next generation of baseball stars. His wealth of experience and deep understanding of the game made him an excellent coach, and he quickly earned a reputation for his ability to develop talent. Ulacia's retirement allowed him to focus more on his family and personal life. He remained a beloved figure in Cuba, frequently attending games and events to support his former teammates and the sport he had dedicated his life to. Though no longer playing professionally, Ulacia's impact on the game continued to be felt as he worked to shape the future of Cuban baseball.